So, after yesterday having my complete mental breakdown, emotionally bawling my eyes out, I'm still contemplating on what to do about my dad. He's had 32 years of being in my life. He decided to move about 180 miles away. And he just recently called me back saying, hey, Christmas is coming. And when you get to that higher awareness and that higher mindset of consciousness, you can really feel the difference when somebody comes knocking on your door and you're like, I really don't want to answer. But that obligation inside of me that says that I have to be nice, I have to be respectful, be compassionate, understanding, even if they don't. This is where I'm having my little epiphany, because I am spiritual, I am compassionate and understanding, but I know that technically that does not mean that they have to be in your life. And this is where I'm struggling with, because I don't want to, even just that text message, I can just feel the shadows and doubts and fear and closed feeling of being in a box just with him texting me, and this long-lasting feeling of being trapped in a box, back into a box, because all I want to do is tell him the truth and tell him how I really feel, be honest with him. And for some odd reason, that is just taking a little bit more courage and strength than I feel I have right now in the moment. The more that I build my confidence and build my self-esteem up, the more I can feel the toxic. The fact that he's not changing, he still drinks, he still hasn't even bothered to ask me how I'm doing, It's hard when it's your parents. This is an actual personal struggle of mine. Because like I said, everybody wants me to forgive, and it's your parents, and, you're supposed to love them unconditionally. Well, I do love them. I'm not mad at them. I don't hate them, but knowing that whatever I say truthfully is going to hurt them. And I know that I'm not responsible for their emotions. And I know that this is my battle. It's hard because every time I say I know, you're not in a very high state of awareness. Because the whole thing is when I'm in an I know syndrome, is an unwillingness. I've known this about myself. I actually, luckily enough, went to treatment that every time I say I know, it's when I hit a place that I'm unwilling to overcome or move forward or move beyond that point. When I say I understand, that's a whole different ballpark. There is a difference between I know and I understand. I know all the answers already. Implicating everything that I try to practice and I tell people about, this is the one obstacle that is hard. Your family, the people that you have strived so hard for their approval, and you're never going to get it. Absolutely not. And I will be waiting a lifetime for that approval from my dad, especially. I don't know. I'm struggling. This is actually one that I have known about for a very, very long time, that my parents are toxic, that my life is so much better without them. I'm happier. I don't have the stress. I don't have the worry. I don't have all of this other stuff inside my head. Hi, Luca. I'm going to say hi. This is a really bad grandma, but my buddy. I've known for a long time that this is something that I have to get through. But with parents, I do have to admit, I don't know how to get through that one. I really don't know how to get through this one. The fire in me is starting to build, though, of that desire to be honest and truthful and just tell them exactly how I feel. I'm nervous. I don't want to. I don't like... and this is the weird part. I can do it with my bestest friend in the entire world. I can do it with my coworkers. I can do it with my clients, of being brutally honest. But you put me in a room with my dad, and I will put on this huge, giant mask of saying, I'm fine, it's okay. I love you, Dad. Yep, you're the greatest, you're the best, you're awesome. And just feed his ego. And I refuse to feed anybody's ego. But I feed his all the time, just because of the fact that I want his approval. And it sucks. But yeah, this is actually a personal struggle of mine. And for anybody who is struggling with family members, you are not alone. It's probably one of the hardest ones that I've had to come up across. Because it keeps coming back in my life and keeps coming back in my life until I actually achieve my goal of deciding what I'm going to do. Because that's how the universe works. It'll keep showing you the same lesson over and over again until you actually learn it. And right now it's just being mindful, staying in the moment, knowing what support is, knowing what love is now, and that I don't need his approval, I don't need his acceptance, and just constantly affirm myself. Because when you're completely alone, you are doing nothing but affirming yourself. You're telling yourself you're doing a good job, you're telling yourself that you're not a failure, that you are doing a good job, that, you are succeeding, and being your own cheerleader. And you learn really quick being all alone that you can be your own cheerleader. You can constantly... I've had numerous people tell me that I'm blowing smoke up my own ass. And all honesty, I got rid of those people too. I got rid of the mentors that have told me that I was blowing smoke up my ass, convincing myself that I'm fine when I'm not. But you know what? It taught me how to be my own cheerleader. And, sooner or later, if it is blowing smoke up my ass, it'll be confronted. Who cares? You can tell yourself that it's fine. You're going to be the one who hits that wall if there is one. Why does somebody have to, be the party pooper and says, are you being realistic? That word realistic is a huge trigger for me. What is reality? Seriously. And I know this sounds like a really off philosophy right now, but you create your reality. You can make it however you want to. If you're constantly looking at the negative, your life is going to be shit. If you look at the positive and you keep being able to blow smoke up your own ass until you can fucking make it, that's where it goes. That's where it starts. You keep telling yourself, I can do this. It's fine. I got it. And sooner or later, you do get through to the other side. And people who say, Kim, is that very realistic? Nothing I do is considered realistic or logical. I've been able to survive something that I've known so many people who have not been able to survive. And they committed suicide or got murdered or drug addiction that they have not been able to overcome yet. I do consider myself very grateful for being able to be where I'm at. And half of it was I blew smoke up my ass. So when it comes to my family, I guess right at this point in time, I'm going to go back to some old school tricks of mine of telling myself that I deserve better, that I'm happier, that without them, I don't need them. They don't deserve me. I'm strong enough. I'm brave enough, I'm courageous enough to overcome any obstacles. My quote that I made when I was 11, I am strong enough to overcome every obstacle in my life. I have faith in my ability to overcome all obstacles in my life. I have to have faith in myself. Believe in myself. And I say it over and over and over again, and I journal it all the time. That same quote. I have faith in my ability to overcome all obstacles. So even with this one being confronted again, I'm going back to, I will get through this. I will make it. And I'm going to pray about it to see how I should handle it. Because honestly, I don't know. I have no clue. So I hope answers come to me soon. So far, every time I've asked for an answer, it has come my direction. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to ask. For that, have a nice day.